Black Americans regularly outpace the rest of the general US population in terms of media consumption, clocking more than 81 hours per week with media, such as television, radio, and the interwebs. For Black people for Black people 65 and older, that figure rises to more than 92 hours each week. That is more, both of them are double an average work week of 40 hours, right? So when people tell me they don't have time to do things, I know they lying. I know they lying. If you in my accountability group, y'all know. If y'all did the boot camp, y'all know. Most people don't get stuff done because they fixed in their head that they don't have the time to do it. Meanwhile, we out here spending 81 hours with media. So the source is Nielsen. Nielsen is a reputable research firm. We use it in media for almost everything. I don't know, some of you used to maybe remember you get a letter to your home and you have to fill it out and send it back on the shows that you were watching. Well, now they're tracking you. Now you don't got to do none of that. So too many of us have blind faith in the information that we receive. Yeah, is that you? So many of us see it on one of these major news networks and we're like, oh my gosh, this is facts. This is actual factual. A lot of times it's sensational. It's not actual factual. It's to get clicks, views, go viral so that advertisers can pay. I sold advertising. I know these things. That's why I'm here. And this is not here. I'm not here, again, never to flex, but I'm definitely not going to be ashamed of the years I put in to learn these things and now share them with my people at a time like this when we really need this information. So we know Mr. X, who understood our people better than the average and what made us tick. He said, the media is the most powerful entity on earth. Let me read that one more time. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and make the guilty innocent. And that's power because they control the minds of the masses. Does this not sound familiar? Make the innocent guilty and make the guilty innocent. Didn't we hear something about some files disappearing? The files never existed. No more files. They've been talking about files for a bit, 5, 7, 10 years, and now there's no files. Now let's just look at the results. Of the people that responded, there were over 30, but this is a representative sample. My audience are Black people. But if you look at what the percentages equate to, 45% say that they're guilty of watching too much media. 41% say they're cutting back, which means they're over consuming, but they realize it. And so they're cutting back. And then it jumped up 9% just a minute ago to I barely consume media. And sometimes I think it's people that are in here that really shouldn't be in here that just won't act up. But anyway, we know, according to stats, I know based on how we used to strategize our messaging. And when I say the clients that I serviced and the messaging to this audience. And we need to get better, y'all. We need to get better. Class is in session. And let me just say that I am not saying you can't spend time doing things that bring you joy, mindless entertainment. I do, but I am strategic about it. And it's never to harm. Like, it's not information that once it enters into my stream of consciousness, it's going to affect me in a negative way. And we're going to talk about the 7 ways that this thing called media impacts us. And some of us don't even know it. And ask yourself the question, What type of information has been flooding your feed or your timelines? For me, I'm going to give an example. I was following this channel called Mindful Mindset. I believe that's the exact name, Mindful Mindset. And the reason I was following it because it was posting very positive like reminders throughout the day on, you know, how to make sure you're in alignment. You're in that woosah, right? Last week, out of nowhere, here comes this post about Jay-Z and some bad things he was doing to women. From Mindful Mindset. I had to go to make sure. I was like, what is going on? But I immediately went to the page and I unfollowed. A lot of these pages are going to start off one way and turn into something else to distract us. So, number one, increased exposure to harmful stereotypes. I'm going to just go through the 7. So, anybody who needs to go on, but we're going to come back and detail what they need. So, number one, increased exposure to harmful stereotypes. Number 2, misinformation and disinformation risk. Number 3, we're diminishing our critical thinking skills, and we're going to get into that. Number 4, mental health impact. The impact on our mental health by keep seeing these people who look like us being completely demolished in the public view. Like I said, this is not about guilt or innocence. So nobody comment about that. That's not what we're talking about. There are many, anyway, yeah, that's not what we're talking about. Number 5, cultural consumerism over cultural empowerment. That's a word right there. Number 6, political manipulation and voter suppression. A lot of y'all don't even realize what's to come. Y'all really don't. Some of you do, some of you don't. If you do, please tell the peoples. Please share this video. If you haven't already and you're in here and you're watching either now or in the future, I ask that you subscribe to the channel as we are on our mission to building this community so that we can drop gems together. You see something, you say something. I see something, I say something. I bring people on who see something and say something. That's what this community is about. And we're going to need each other. And why 50,000? I think in my head, I was like, okay, 50,000 just means somebody hit the subscribe button. But if a quarter of those people, 12,500 people, are active and are about that action, then we can make an impact. And that's all I ask. Okay. Number 6, political manipulation and voter suppression. We just said that. Number 7, it's the opportunity cost, the lost time for things we can be doing to empower us.